How's it going, guys? Carl here, and today we're going to be showing you how to create a DAX calculated table and showing you some of the benefits of doing it in DAX versus coming here and just doing enter data. So let's go ahead and get started. So if I go ahead, if I'm building out a model or a Power BI project and I want to add some dummy data in here, the most common thing we can do is we can just come here and just start to add some dummy data, right? So I'll go ahead and give myself 3 columns. I'll give one for colors, and I'll give another for values, and then I'll give this one just for sort, because every now and again I like to sort my data if it doesn't look right. So I'll go ahead and start with red. We'll keep it simple with blue, and then we'll go green. All right, and then for the values, we're not gonna go extra crazy with this. We're just gonna keep it pretty simple, 10, 20, and 30. And then 1, 2, and 3. All right, and we'll just call this a color table. Okay, so if I go ahead and do this and go ahead and hit enter, it's going to load in this color table, and then I'll have this table here, and if I go ahead and start, let's just say I pick this right here to add data to it. Now I can add, let's just add my color to the x-axis and my values to the y-axis, and I will have something that looks like this. Now what happens if instead of the values that I gave it, I want to use different values? I can't go back to this and make modifications to it. I'm kind of stuck with this table, right? So here's where DAX comes into play. So now let's go ahead and come up here to modeling, and then we're going to go to the new DAX table, so a new table, and then we're going to call this DAX color table. Okay, because we already have color table, so we have to call it DAX color table. So the first thing we're going to do here is once we hit space, we're going to see all of these different functions, and what we want to look for is we want to look for a data table, because we want to build out a data table. All right, and building out a data table, it's going to tell you up here what you need. So you need a name, you need a type, and then it's going to basically repeat itself. So name, type, data, basically, right? So your name is just your column. So just like over here, we had color, sort, and values. So we're going to just start with color, and then we're going to go ahead and hit that. And now we have to pick an integer, right? So the color is just a string. So we're just going to call this the string. And then we're going to go to the next one, right? So our next column is sort or values. It doesn't matter which order you put it in. We'll just go ahead and do values. And then you have to pick a type. So this type is an integer because it's a number. And then we'll just go ahead and do the last one, which is sort. And then it asks you to pick a type, and this is just another integer. All right, so we have a string, integer, color, value, sort. All right, so we'll go ahead and hit here. Then we're gonna just go ahead and go to the next one. Now we want our squirrely brackets, so we can start entering in our data, and we'll do another squirrely brackets on top of that. And it's just, you're basically putting the data in the same format. So your colors, your values, and your sort. So our first color is going to be red, and then we're going to hit that, and then our value for red is going to be 10, and then our sort is going to be 1, and then we can kind of hit some squiggly lines here. That's our first row. All right, and then we'll just hit that, and instead of doing this 3 times, I like to just go ahead and copy it, and now I can just say red, blue, green, 20, 30, and then I can change this to 2, and I can change this to 3, and then to just close this off, I can just hit that, hit enter, and this will create me a new DAX color table over here. So I'll do the same thing. I'll just pick this right here, and then I'll just drop this down. As you can see, we have the same columns, and I'll add color to my x-axis, and I'll add values to my y-axis. So now we have a identical table, well, identical visual from the first visual, except we're using different sets of we're using two different tables. Now the advantage for this table is when I go to DAX color table and look at this DAX, if I want my values to change here, so I'll just bring this down. So let's just say we wanted to use bigger values. Let's just say I wanted to use hundreds instead of tens. Then hit enter. Now I can do that. Now if I wanted to now make this blue, let's just say we want to make this let's just say we want to make this 150. Now we can do that. Now that's the advantage of making a DAX table versus using the table creator to just create a table, is I can make changes and manipulate this. And also I can change the, let's just say we don't want green, red, and blue. We want to replace the red with something like yellow. Now I can do that as well. So that is the advantage of creating a DAX table using this DAX formula for creating a DAX table. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Carl. Catch you in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.